I've been since 1983 since 1980 as a community organizer, dealing with crime, building block watch organizations, fighting and trying to push back the slow, smothering impact that crime has on our community. So I've got to work with people, trying to empower people, trying to bring their voice to the surface, trying to empower parents around their voice in education, because that's one of the contributing factors that leads to violence when our children live a life of failure and end up having to live that life of failure because they failed in the school system, have failed them, and they're out in the streets living on the sequence of what the street is offering them, and most of the times that is violence, most of the time that is crime, most of the time that is a sense of hopelessness and do-nothingness. So my passion is there because those same streets claimed my son's life 6 years ago at the age of 20. He got shot down in the back. And so we know that type of anger is lingering in our street, that type of looseness, that type of crime. Guns are running in our community. Over the years, we've had to deal with families and children who were either primary victims of gun violence or very violent situations in their lives. And over the past 7 or 8 years, we've been involved in an organization called Mothers United Against Violence, who is first responders, the preeminent first responders on street corners of our community, going into the homes within a day or hour's notice, dealing with it, going into the community, trying to soothe the passions that erupt out of losing loved ones and friends being shot, gunned down. So we're out there in the community dealing with the pain, the deep, dark pain that comes over you when you're seeing the brain matter and body parts of your loved ones on the street and their blood poured in the streets, and no sense of answers, no sense of justice, no sense of remedy. And so you have in these children's faces, if you're out there, you will see a sense of hopelessness, a sense of pain, and a sense of resolute that says, hey, this is my life. And they need more folk who have positions of authority and more positions of help to come out and say, this is not your life. This is a circumstance within your life. But we have to fight back this dark circumstances that want to become a permanent partner in your life. And we have to fight about that. You're worth more than that. And this sense of worthlessness and this sense of helplessness and this sense of vulnerability starts to eat from the inside. And at the same time, you're trying to keep it composed and connected, yourself connected, so you could put one foot in front of the other, one breath in front of the other, one hope in front of the other. But yet you know that there's no remedy coming because you've been here before. You've heard this before. You've seen this before. But yet there's no escape for you. There's no Section 8 certificates to take you out of the community. There's no lottery winners to come and afford you to leave the community. There's no job. There's no person, male or female, on a white horse to come and get you. So you're stuck, as though your feet are stuck in a sense of pain, cement, and you can't move. You just got to pray that you can get through another day and the bullet doesn't have your name on it. So that is what goes on into both the immediate family on a more consecrated level, and to the outlying communities of secondary victims that have to be their friends and family that doesn't have a closure or remedy or reason why this is happening. The brokenness that starts to happen inside of you, the darkness that tries to succumb you, overtake you, and just the mere words of people saying, I'm sorry, doesn't fix it, doesn't bring your child back, doesn't bring your loved one back, doesn't take the blood away, doesn't take the ringing of the bullets away, doesn't take the gut-wrenching pain of the hopelessness away. You're just there, and you can't do anything about it. It's like one lady said in Baltimore, it's like an 80-pound gorilla is on your back. because people just can't seem to understand and connect this kind of pain that you're feeling, and you can't put it in the King's English to explain to them what it is you're feeling. As a pastor, I would tell you, because God says so. God says that we can master this evil that's crouching at our door, that's consuming our children and our hopes and our dreams. God says, where there are 2 or 3 gathered in our name, he will be in the midst of us. What that means, it means lies a power in our connectedness. God said it was not good for man to be alone. He was telling us that there is power in our connectiveness. And so when we recognize that whatever we have is enough, and another person recognizes what they have is enough, and we connect our enoughness together, and we intertwine our enoughness, we become a force and a reckoning to deal with the issues that we have. We're validating your worth. We're validating and confirming your power to be involved, your power to speak your voice to the truth that we need to have in our city. And so that's why we have to come together, because the more we stay apart, we allow gaps within our hope for the adversary to come in and sit and sell his drugs in our community, to feel unsafe to make people feel unsafe in their community, to try and take over our community, our place where we live. So as we come and we put the commitment in, and we put the time in, we bring the hope of possibilities into one arena, you will see the phenomena of multiple dynamics working together, flowing outside of us, and you'll be able to see the miracle of a connected energy source being able to form a vision. And once we can walk away with a collective vision, we can basically have a collective decision and solution to our cause. So that's why I hope that there are people who know and who've experienced and willing to admit that there's a call on their life. Not everybody's going to come to this. It's not for everybody. But for those people who know without a shadow of a doubt that they've been waiting for such an invitation, they've been waiting for such an environment to say, look, come and let us sacrifice a weekend of our intellect, of our emotions, and of our resolve, and watch what we can put in this pot and stew up together. So I'm encouraging people to give up a weekend, to sacrifice, to put their time on the line, to trade time for possibilities. That's it. Instead of trying for paper, don't go to work that week. Take a holiday. Don't worry about the yard or the lawn. Trade that time for the possibility of saving a life.